welcome back to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. Got real quiet in here on this
Yes,
set.
it did.
It's like we're up to no good.
Yeah, the camera should have been off like they do on the Dan Patrick show and stuff during the
You got to have an
commercials.
audience channel. You've got to have an audience channel.
would have been the most watched couple minutes of this show so far. So,
Audio and video would have been a big hit
this
on
is
that
the
one.
Kern County Raceway Park segment. Got Steve Hughes in here, the great Steve Hughes.
No.
One only.
Magnificent.
No. Just a regular old
Steve Hughes.
dude.
Just a regular old Steve.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, we've got the magnificent Derek.
I'll
Clark.
agree with that.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the magnificent
You
part.
like that? Three-time SRL
catchy.
Southwest Tour champion.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
NASCAR K&N Pro
K&N
Series
West
West
Pro Series
champion.
West.
Yeah. And I've wrecked a lot. How do you throw it in there?
He's tore up a lot of race cars.
Yeah. Well, you've got to tear up a few to learn how
That,
to
hey,
yeah.
you got to break some eggs to make an omelet.
That's
That's
it.
That's
right.
what you got to do.
A lot of them
So we
broken
got
eggs
that.
out there.
So, Charmaine, go ahead and show that first slide of what's coming up at KCRP.
Big weekend.
After that, of course, that one. The next one with the upcoming events. There it is.
Yep.
Spears
Boom, boom, boom.
Southwest Tour, and this is the Bulwark.
This is the Bulwark FR Timberland Pro 150. So both of those companies coming on board. Bulwark FR is a major sponsor of ours. It's the official FR clothing of Kern County Raceway. Timberland Pro is the official work boot of KCRP, and they've joined forces to sponsor that Spears Southwest Tour Series race. So we're excited about it.
And we got the Super Stocks
Oh, man.
up here.
They put on some good racing,
Boy,
them boys
did
right
they
there.
ever. Yeah, new sponsor for them this year, Michelob Ultra, sponsoring the NASCAR Super Stocks. And we had 18 cars in that initial event. We're looking to get right about there for the second event. And Roger Holder, man, he did a great job. I thought he had that sucker won. Would have been his first win in an asphalt car. That goes around in circles. He's got a lot of wins in an asphalt car that goes in a straight line. But last lap pass by the number one, quick time, the pole sitter, Perrin Kutstra, the milkman, passed him out of turn number 2 and got the victory for those guys.
Go ahead and show that next slide of Perrin there. There
Yeah.
she is. So I knew we had him in there. So
Yeah.
good win by him. And then we also have up these next 3 slides are the spec mods are going to be racing out there.
Yep, Les Schwab Tire Spec Mods saw 1-2 Coffee Brothers finish. Jim right there in the number 8 got the victory. His brother Ed in the number 9 car finished up in second. That was a pretty exciting race for their opener a few weeks back. With Tanner Wattenbarger leading the most laps, and then Mike Mason and him getting together in turn number 4, and the Coffee Brothers led from there on out. So great racing. Yeah, there's Tanner
Tanner right
Wattenbarger.
there.
That's a good-looking race car right there.
Yeah, that's sharp. That red shows up quite well out there. And then we've got one more shot of these guys. Is that Callahan? That used to
No,
be.
that is
used to be.
yeah. That is a new driver this year.
And we're forgetting
Oh
it.
man, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm doing that.
We know who the driver
Michael,
of this one
well, I
is.
know who the driver of this one
Boom.
is.
See, I gave you
Yeah.
a cheat. It's got a cheat sheet though. It's got my name on the side there a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives you a
Motorsports,
hint.
43 cars found its way to Victory Lane quite often in the Winter Showdown.
Ooh, that one felt good.
That one felt good. That was the big race.
That one
in,
still feels good.
February. That was a heck of a race, wasn't it? Finally got.
It's
that
probably boring to
big win.
watch, and I apologize, but from a team standpoint, I think we were extremely satisfied at the outcome of that race, especially with the guys that showed up.
Yeah, you had when Kyle Busch shows up and Bubba Pollard,
Eric Jones.
Yeah.
that's
Dave Mayhew, Willie Allen.
David Mayhew, Willie Allen, and
Donnie
Willie
Wilson
Allen.
was
Donnie
pretty
Wilson
solid.
Came running on solid.
Yeah.
That was
Wilson was the big mover.
He's
of that
coming in
race.
hot. Yeah, started
big
23rd,
mover.
I think.
Yeah.
All the way up to second.
that
That's
was,
coming in.
That was a solid field of race cars out there in February.
It's a
at
testament. That's a
KCRP.
testament to the track and the series and everything they're putting together, because it's really neat. It's not an easy task to get everybody on the same page together at one event. Having to bring them in from all across the country. It's pretty cool to see that happen. It's for the sport itself, for Bakersfield in general, and Kern County Raceway Park. It was really cool to see.
The big win, non-points event. The first SRL, the Spears Southwest Tour race, was a few weeks ago down at Irwindale. And you set a track record in qualifying.
Yep.
Led a while, and by all accounts, a heck of a 3-way battle.
It
for
was,
the lead, and
yeah.
You did not come out on top of that one.
I did not. I came in second, but Hodges ran a really good race. He dogged me for a good bit of time there and picked and chose his battles when he needed to, and when the time was right, we had traded the first position about 3 times, I believe, and on the 4th time around, he squeezed by and just was able to kind of check out just enough for us to not get anywhere near him again.
That was the first win for Bobby Hodges in
4 years.
4 years, quite a while.
Yeah. He's paid his dues for sure.
Definitely.
And then
Nice kid.
revert back real quick. 7 car used to be the chainsaw.
Yep.
Chainsaw's not going to be in that car this weekend. Johnny White. It's going to be Blaine Perkins in the 7 car.
Yeah, that's
Perk.
awesome.
Out there for this week's race out there. And the 17 car, we've been used to saying this may be a slip-up come race day, so you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's there.
Okay.
I'd say David Mayhew, because he's driven the 17 car for
ever
since KCRP opened, but he's going to be out riding a bicycle or something something. He's big, heavy into bicycle racing now.
Likes it so much he's opened a store.
Yeah.
He jumps in feet first.
Yes,
when
he does. He don't mess around.
He gets committed and committed quick.
Does not mess around.
He does. David Mayhew, he was committed for racing for a long time, and now he's committed to bicycling in that sport.
Yeah.
And so who's going to be in that car?
You tell me.
Johnny White.
Oh, Johnny White's moving from the 7. Oh, look out.
So he's going to be in the 17 car. Buddy Shepard missed the first race because he blew his engine at the
showdown.
They didn't get it rebuilt in time. He's going to be back. So quite a few local drivers here. And this next slide, unfortunately, the 4 cars not going to be there. This is
Willie Allen.
Willie Allen in this at the showdown there next to Buddy Shepard. Willie Allen finished 3rd at Irwindale, and that's the Richardson family car. Brian Richardson,
Eric.
driven it most of the time. Eric has driven it a bit, but apparently the Richardsons are getting out of the racing game right now.
Hey, man, I won't believe that till I hear it from the guys straight from the horse's mouth.
I didn't hear it from the horse's mouth, but
I'll wait on that one then.
Messaging the horse's mouth yesterday, and he said, yep. And I said, are you, because, with Brian, I want to make sure that he's not pulling my leg.
Sure.
And he says,
because that's happened before.
Yeah. That's how I was saying, are you done? And he says, yeah, we're done. We're going to sell the car, and we're done. So, and that's a sad day because they were big out there at Mason Marin back in both of them won late model championships at Mason Marin. Both of them supported the late model series when KCRP first opened, and then Brian decided to get into tour racing, and they're running really well. But it's
their last couple races, they're running really well. I mean, they were top of the board in a lot of the practice sessions at the Winter Showdown. We're
top of the board at Irwindale. Friday and Saturday.
So they had the speed, they had the finishes.
Qualified second, right?
Yeah.
At Irwindale, finished 3rd.
It's tough to see a team like that go to the wayside.
You hate to see top teams go.
Yeah,
but
just few and far between.
There's a fast car out there for sale right
That's
now.
it, man. That's what to get.
No doubt. Hey, let's talk about Irwindale for you for a minute before we jump into this weekend. It seems that Kern County Raceway in the past, second place finish for Derek Thorne. Second place finish for Derek Thorne. Are you seeing some similarities there down at Irwindale?
I am. I'm not sure why. I haven't come to my my conclusion or my hypothesis. Hypotenuse. Some cool triangular word, but I don't know what's going on there. We're always right there. We're in the hunt.
Definitely
same with
right there.
Same with the Winter Showdown. Same with the Summer Showdown. Same with the Derby. Same at Nashville, second. It feels like we've won a lot of races with Camel Motorsports, but more notably, I think we finished second and third at a lot of really big races. We've just been so close. It just, sometimes the littlest bit at the end of a race makes a big difference, and it's just, we're not saying we've missed it because we've been super competitive. It's just sometimes a guy that beats you is just a touch better.
And obviously the confidence level is going to be huge for you coming back to your hometown track, Kern County Raceway, especially after the Winter Showdown, leading all 250. Different car, of course, different tire, right?
Yep.
I'm saying this correct. So, are you looking at Hodges and those guys, Shepard and those guys that are going to be your biggest competitors?
I just came up with this analogy in my head, so this may sound extremely dumb when it comes out, but my memory, my mind's like a dry race board. Like every race we run, there's a celebration. There's a great feeling that comes with it. But at the end of the day, you wipe that clean, wipe off whether you win, lose, or draw. You take what you can from each race, have good notes. And going into the next one, you wipe that dry race board clean because there's no 2 races you go to that are going to be exactly the same. Yeah. And we may have the perfect race car in February, but being the fact that it's going to be 23 degrees cooler or 23 degrees warmer, different level playing field, different tires going to be the same, but you always get a bit of, I guess, curveball thrown at you that you wouldn't think happened that you just got to adjust for. And then no matter how good you think you are, you always got to try to make yourself better.
And you made a point that you finished second, third in a lot of big races. Better to be close than out in left field.
It hurts more. I've realized with racing, like if you finish, you just like had a bad day and you're 20-something place. When you're second and third, it probably hurts more than running in the back because it's like you were so close at that point in time that it's extremely difficult nowadays in racing to run well in anything. And it tests to Mike Keene at the shop, big out of Bakersfield, Byron and Carol Campbell. Got to give them a shout out because I couldn't do any of this without them. But we've been had the opportunity to go back and run against some of the best, and it's just such a small, detailed amount of information and knowledge and little changes that make big differences. And we've been super fast, just super close.
When you come to a race like this at KCRP, it's going to be split 75s.
Nope.
No
well,
break.
yeah. Split 75. We'll have a break.
Well, they're not split, but there's a break. Okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
a halfway break.
Same
absolutely.
tires, same
Yeah.
tires.
Same tires where you can make some changes and stuff.
Yeah.
Is this a deal where you just want to roll around, be as easy on the equipment as you can?
Yeah, have you ever seen Derek do that before? You ever seen Derek do that before?
His head.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Track position, some of these places, and Kern's one of them, track position sometimes is a pretty important part of it. You know, it's a piece of the puzzle. So to be out front, stay out front. The SRL, unlike the Winter Showdown, it was a straight-up start, so we qualified fast time, started out front, or was able to choose our own line. But in the SRL, we may start first, we may start 10th, depending on how the invert falls. So,
And he's not a very good picker of the invert.
No, I'm not.
So the pole winner, for people that don't understand this, pole winner, you qualify, and the pole winner gets to dip his hand into a bucket, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And pull out a number.
Yeah.
Which can be anywhere from
1 to 12.
1 to 12.
Depending on the track we're at. Kern's usually a little bit smaller, but between 1 and 7, 1 and 8.
1 and 8.
Yeah.
So you pull it out, and if you qualified on pole and you pull out an 8, that means you're starting 8th.
Yes.
Yep.
And you've got 7 cars in front of you, basically.
Fast
Exactly.
cars.
Fast cars.
Yes.
7 fast cars.
And you don't get the hard part about we have a lot of fast times in the SRL, but you don't get a whole lot for it either. It'd be like the key to it be like the official find out how to sandbag perfectly to where you can hit that invert every time. But I can't find it. I just can't find it in my bones to do it.
and you don't know what the invert's going to be.
No, you don't.
Because
Sometimes.
the guy who qualifies on the pole while you qualified 5th pulls
Yeah.
out number 1.
Oh, it's happened. It's
You're
happened.
starting 5th.
Yep.
Yeah, this cat started on the pole at Irwindale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Set track record, and all
and
the
started
other
the pole.
drivers allowed him to start on the pole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wanted me to draw the invert pill first, and that's never worked out for me. So I said, you know what, you gentlemen pull your pills, and I'll just take whatever's left. And it happened to be a 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. So we go back through the slide again. You got the Southwest Tour, the Super Stocks. How many laps?
30.
Spec one?
30. Yep, over 200 laps of racing action this weekend at Kern County Raceway, all on the half mile. It's one of our most well-attended events. These Spears Southwest Tour races always are. Great support for the series from Spears Manufacturing. Great support from our sponsors, Bulwark FR and Timberland Pro. Also, Les Schwab Tires with the Spec Mods and Michelob Ultra with the Super Stocks. It's going to be a great night of racing action. Tickets are only $15 for general admission. Gates will open at 4:30 because we want folks to get in there to see the Spears Southwest Tour qualifying. We'll have our on-track autograph session right about 6. That'll go to about 6:40. We'll start opening ceremonies at 6:50. Hoping to drop the first green flag at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Weather's looking great, about 88 to 90 degrees for a high. Great Budweiser beer drinking weather, so we're excited about this Saturday night.
And the great thing about that is that as soon as the sun dips down,
It's beautiful.
Great weather.
It's going to be
for watching
beautiful.
a race.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
The track's going to change a little bit, though.
It is. It is going to be tough to stay on top of. Yeah. Hopefully, you can get everything dialed in on Friday night because when you're trying to test the middle of the day on Saturday, it'll make it tough.
Yeah, is that the idea? Is go out there and figure out what you want to do on Friday night?
Exactly it.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks,
and
Mike.
We'll see you guys on Saturday out there at KCRP. And
Thanks for
we're gonna
having
be
us.
back in a minute with the Auto Club Famoso Raceway segment, the Power Hour.